Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to look ahead right out in front of you. Carrying on the legacy name of Thunderbolt from World War II, this is the Fairchild Republic A-10 Thunderbolt II. Major Dan Levy's at the controls from Davis-Monthan Air Force Base, known as the Tank Killer. That's what about a 1.5 second burst sounds like. The A-10 Thunderbolt II. With cannons in the nose, rather than on the wings. It was the type of aircraft used by America's two leading aces in World War II. As they approach from the right, what we're seeing is a P-38 Lightning flown by Steve Hinton and an A-10 Thunderbolt II flown by Major Dan Levy. The music you hear was written by Dwayne O'Brien.
For the sword of freedom on their wings, we give the honor such a burden brings.
Thunderbolt II. And how you interpret the history, either the P-39 Aerocomet, built by Bell Aircraft, or the P-38 Lightning was the first airplane for the United States Army Air Force to feature this tricycle landing gear. Prior to that time, they had tail wheels. Also, as you watch, you can see the propellers rotating in opposite directions, which also helped for its handling while it was flying. Now let's take a look at the A-10 Thunderbolt II.
It absolutely is, Rob. In fact, a lot of guys say the hardest part about flying the A-10 is actually taxiing it on the ground.
So do you taxi it so that the nose wheel still stays on the yellow line?
You bet. We try to keep it on the center line. I keep my right leg over that yellow line at all times. In fact, they say just about the only time the A-10 wants to go fast is right here on the ground. It can be a little bit of a handful, but in the air, it's a beaut.
The engines are mounted away from the fuselage for some very specific reasons, right?
You're right, Rob. It's a lot more survivable. We can lose one of those engines, and we don't have to worry about the fire. And you see they're up high like that. We also don't have to worry about dirt or rocks getting into those. We can take off and land on dirt fields and old closed down airstrips.
So that makes it rugged in a lot of ways, but it's even rugged for the pilot. You guys are well protected in that cockpit.
We are. There's a lot of titanium armor that is around that cockpit, and that glass that you can see coming up right now, that is bulletproof. We don't have to worry about getting low and slow around our troops.
And the sight of an A-10 Thunderbolt 2 is probably one of the best sights a ground pounder can have when they need close air support.